same day delivery. Am I right? And you keep another one. What is it? Mumbai. And so in 1 day delivery like this, we are displaying messages, means we are keeping values, and we are keeping other, we are using other we say. So usually dispatched in 3 to 4 working days, like this I define. This is a status. This is a status. Now, according to city, this status must be selected. According to the city, status must be selected. So see what I am doing here. Here in the last cell, we are accessing product dot ship to. Ship to means it will get the city name. To that city name, we are applying a pipe, and that pipe is I18N select pipe. And this pipe is asking from where to select the messages. From where to select the messages? From status. You have to select the messages. What is that status? Yes, uppercase. Yeah. So from status, it have to select the messages. Now see, automatically it is going to display those messages. That's good. And that's very simple. Now, earlier we have to do lot of logic for this. Now it is very simple. It says delivery in 2 days, same day delivery, delivery in 2 days, Mumbai, 1 day delivery. Suppose if city name is different, suppose I am giving, where is it? Here, some watch city name is some different city. Then what happens is, then it says usually dispatched in 3 to 4 working days. It changes the status. Now user is selecting the product according to his city. It will verify and it will automatically change. This kind of status messages are very common in shopping sites. This is very common everywhere, right? That means when you confirmed an order, when it will be delivered, depend on the distance of the vendor who supplies the product. Now, this looks very simple, reasonable, and it is very good. So this is not there earlier. Very recently, this is added into Angular, and it is an select pipe. It selects a message and it will display a message. This is in the modern generation, we need everywhere. That's the reason Angular thinks that this is very good for modern websites. So, and it is very reasonable also. That's the reason they integrated this. So this is a pipe called select. So what is the purpose of this I18 select? So it uses an object to verify. It uses an object to verify the matching keys and selects a suitable value to display. So it uses an object to verify the matching keys and selects a suitable value to display. So it is going to verify an object with matching keys. And if keys are matching with your value, it will pick up the value and it will display the value. That is what actually I18N select can do, right? So this is one important syntactically. First, actually, we need products. So we need a collection. Actually, it is a collection. It's just syntax I am giving. It is an array. So just roughly I am defining, and we need an object actually. So we need an object. Object is an object type. It is an object. Now, generally what we do, this is just syntax. We have to define. So item, and we need to apply I18N select, and we need to keep here the object reference we have to keep. This is how we need to define. This is just syntax. Example I will post, right? So we need to put an object which contains the status message for that products items, right? So example, I will keep it here. So pipe demo dot component dot ts. In pipe demo component ts, we need to design all this. We need a collection and we need a status. And the pipe demo dot component dot html. In this, we need this one. I will copy that. So this is I18N select. That is one pipe, I18N select. The same community developed another pipe. They developed another pipe, I18N plural. This is also very good. This may not suit for everybody, but it will be very helpful for the people who need that kind of interaction. Plural pipe is nothing but actually software developers have a tradition. Already we know that generally when we give names for variables, properties and references, we use singular and plural words. If only one value is coming, we use a singular. If multiple values are coming, we use plural. So that is a general tradition actually. That means suppose I created LET product, means I am expecting how many values to be inside? Only one. I am declaring some LET products. That means I am expecting many. That plural word is used to represent many. So this is a tradition actually. In software development, for example, you used any name with ease. You know, used any name starting with ease in any software technology means it is a Boolean, right? It is a Boolean. Generally, Booleans are traditionally defined with prefix as is. That means is valid, is invalid. This is a tradition actually. This is tradition. It's not mandatory. You can give any name. But traditionally, singular name for one value, plural name for many values, is for Booleans like that. So depending on the situation. Now, what is the point here is they developed an interesting pipe. If plural values are coming, they can change the status, because these days, this is also used everywhere in our mobiles and all. Right, everywhere they are using this kind of technique, so they developed a pipe for that, right? I will show you here how. For example, for that I will give here a simple option. Yep, change. Now I will keep here this also clean up. Okay, now I will design one simple collection here. I will create public messages. Messages is an string type array. Messages is an string type array. It is initially empty. It's a string type array. Messages is a string type array. Okay. Now what we will do is here we will keep a simple heading. So some say plural demo. Okay. Here I will keep a button. In the button span, I am giving class bi bell. And here I defined so notifications. Notifications. So that is the symbol I am defining there. This is notifications. Now I will just use here. So class BTN and BTN primary something. And here we will add another span. And in this span class, I will give as badge. Badge and suppose BG dark. Okay. And here initially I give some 0. There is something like this. So notifications. Okay. This is BTN primary. Okay. So this is the notifications. Primary. Yeah. Fine. Now here, what we want to display is we will keep position as relative. And here I will keep position as absolute. So absolute position, it will be in this way. That is relative and absolute position we are giving. And rounded circle I am adding. So that is a rounded circle like this we define. Now what should happen here is we will just keep a interface there. I will keep a div, means roughly I will keep here class margin bottom is 3. And here we will keep a message. So input type is equal to text. And we will keep a button here, send. Like this, we are keeping a message. That is the message. Is there any icon for that? So class BI and BI, what we have, send. Yeah. Send is a button, class BTN and BTN, suppose some primary. Okay. So this is the send button we are having. Some here we are using a class input group. Okay, that keeps this as an input group. And here we will put as a class form control. Form control. Okay. Now here is nothing but, suppose what we want to do is, so this is W25 is enough. The width adjusted like this. Now user can send a message, type some message, and he can click on the send. That means when user sends that message, that the count should display here. How many messages are there? The notification should update. That means how many are there, it should display. Count should display and the information should display there. Then what we are doing here is just on init, we are creating public as count. Count is a what type number? It is initially 0. On initialization, this dot count is equal to this dot messages dot length, means how many messages are there. This count we will display here, where here I kept 0. Here we will not keep 0. We will put as what? Count. So this is the count we are displaying. That is the count by default. It is initialized to 0. Now what should happen is, if notification message also should change here. Like 0 messages, you have 1 message, you have several messages like that. So we will create another object here. It is, we will keep another one is notifications. Notifications, it is notification map actually. This notification map is having, it's an object. it is having first equal to 0. If it is 0, then it should display a message saying that no new messages. Am I right? It should display no new messages. Now we have another option. If it is equal to 1, then it should have so one new message. This should display. And here I am defining so as other means more than one. More than one, then hash. Hash will get how many messages are there. Is it 4? Is it 5? Is it 6? That count will come. You can collect the count and you can say messages. Plural, we will use that plural word, singular words for that. Now what should happen is here, we are displaying notifications now. Instead of that, we will just put here, what is it? So we have to get length of array. What is that? Messages. Messages dot what? Length. Messages dot length. Messages length, it will return there. Messages length, how many? It will return there 0. Right? Now what I will do is messages length should not come. According to the length, message should come. Then we will put a pipe I plural, I18 and plural. It uses the messages coming from which one? Notification map. The messages coming from notification map. And in notification map, what is the message? No new messages. It is saying no new messages. Currently, there are no new messages. Okay, we will keep this also. This button also reasonable width actually. So we will keep W as 25, same width, so that it will not be changing according to message. So this is the option here. It says no new messages. Okay. That is no new messages. Now what should happen is when user enters any message and clicks on send, it should be added into array. It should be added into array. Okay. We will do that. How? We will write a method. What is the method? Public. Method is add message, add click, okay? Or say send click. On send click, what should happen? We have to collect the value from text box. So from this text box, we need to collect the value and we need to submit. We'll do one thing for that. To collect value from text box, we will declare another property. What is it? Message. Message what type? String. It is an empty message. Now this message we will bind. We will bind to this text box. That means we will use two-way binding. What is it? ng model. We will bind what? Message. So whatever message entered, it will be updated there. Right? Now what we have to do on add click, on send click. So into array, we need to add that message. What is the array name? This dot messages dot what? Push. Push. And in this, we will add which one? This dot message. The message is added into the messages. Whatever message you entered in that, it is added. Means count will update now automatically. Right. Now I will put an alert. So here message sent, that should come. Message sent. After that, so here I will give this dot message is equal to empty. That means we will keep that empty. Usually now what happens is I am sending here a message. So hello. And I click on send. On that button click, we haven't written. Send click should work when user clicks the button. Am I right? So on this button click. So on this button click, which method should come? Send click should come. right? Now let's run this. Currently it is saying no new messages, and I am typing some hello and click on the send message sent. I say okay, then one new message. This must be updated here also now. So we will do that. So we will not display here. That means what we have to do, count also should update now, right? What we have to do, this dot count is equal to this dot messages dot length. So it will be updated. That means now you can see here, currently it is 0, no new messages. I entered hello and I click on send and it says message sent and it says that one new message. I entered another message, how are you? So, and I click on send, then message sent. Now you can see 2 new messages. Now the count is changing. Now I said, so welcome. So welcome to Angular something and send. The message is sent. Now 3 messages. Now very important here is when user clicks on this, this is coming in between because we haven't given position actually. Absolute position I given, but I need to also give so end as 0, top as 0, then it will be applied correctly. End 0, top 0 will be applied correctly, right? Depending on the messages, how you define. That means I'm adding some message and it says one message. I'm adding another, it says 2 messages. Adding another, it says 3 messages. So now important, when I click on this button, I want to see those messages. I want to display the messages. Actually, up to here, pipe is finished. This is the concept of pipe. What is the pipe concept? It is checking what is the length of array. How many elements are there in array? If it is 1, it will apply one message. If it is 0, it will apply another message. If anything above 1, that is plural. Understood? If anything above 1, that is plural. It will get that plural. Hash is designed for plural. It will get the plural number and it will use that here. So if you want to display those messages, that's not a complex thing. Actually, we will do one more work. When user clicks on send, we will declare a new now is equal to new date. That means it will create date. And what we will do is into the message, we will add at what time the message is sent. That means we will use now dot to local time string. Only time I will display at what time the message is sent. That means to local time string, it is adding the message and time when it is sent. Okay. Now what is the point here? We will create a container. So we will create a container here. We will create a div, and this div have class margin top as 4. And in this, I will put a simple unordered list, and I will keep here class list, class as a list unstyled. Okay. And here I will just give a message first as your messages, and I will keep a list item. It should repeat. For which one? ng for let item of what is the collection? Messages. And here it should display the item. Message should display. That message should display here. And I don't want this to display every time. That means here we will create a Boolean property now. Public show messages. Show messages is a what Boolean type. We will set it as false. We will apply that. We will apply that to this here by using what? Ng if. Ng show messages. It is empty. That means now it is not going to display that below. On the button click, I need to display. So for this button, we have to write a click. So I say show click. Okay. Then here we will write a function. So the method is show click. On show click, what to do? Just turn this dot. What is it? Show messages. Here we will, I need a toggle like. Then we will use an expression. This dot show messages is equal to true. Then set it to false. If it is true, then set to false. If it is false, then set to true. We are using toggling. That means now what happens here? I entered some message, hi. So that message is sent. One new message is there. I adjusted the width to only 25. That's the reason. You adjust the width, it will be large. Now, actually, I am defining another one. What is it? Suppose I added, so welcome to Angular. So, and click on send the message sent now. And you see show that messages button, it will display those messages. Hi is sent at 10:27 and this is sent at 10:28. It will display those messages. Right. So you can display in any way you want, however you want to display that. Right. And I am entering another message. So how are you doing? So and so this is message and the message comes here. And you can click on that, it will hide. Again, click, it will display. We can show and hide. This is a plural pipe. This is a plural pipe. Actually, this is not required for everybody, right? But this looks very reasonable. These days, mobile apps, every app have a notifications. You have one notification, you have two notifications. Such kind of alerts messages are good. And for that, you need to write a lot of logic. Now, not required, just apply a pipe. That means just you need to apply a pipe. So it will decide. Remember, you don't think that this is a lengthy concept. Actually, we made it lengthy. Actual concept is what? Dot length, based on length, apply pipe. If length is 0, it will show one message. If length is 1, it will show another message. If length is more, it will show another message. That is only the point. We done it huge. That means we made it complicated. But actually the point is very simple. Length, and based on length, apply the message. That means we need to get the length. Actually, pipe is only this much. Am I right? All rest of the thing we built, right? That's not necessary, but just to make a good idea on what the concept is, where it is used. This is what I showed you. So this is an example for what is it? Plural. So in programming traditions, developers use plural name for a collection of values. That means more than one. So what plural pipe can do is, plural pipe can get the length and the count of elements in a collection. And display suitable messages and display suitable messages. That is what it can do. So syntax, you need a map. So you need a map. Actually, this map contains the information like if it is equal to 0, then what is the message? No value. And if it is equal to 1, if it is equal to 1, then it is showing one value. And if it is other, then what should happen? It should say hash values. That is a plural name you have to define. We have public and we have a collection. So collection is any type of array. And here we will put if the collection length based on that I18 and what plural, and to that we have to apply the map. So it will display the message accordingly. Which one is required, it will apply that and display. So that is how you can configure. So example, same pipe demo component.ts. So here I will copy that. This is pipe demo component.ts and pipe demo.component.html. I'll paste this one. This is the HTML. That is an example actually. Okay. So these are the pipes we have built in. There is one more pipe called async, but we cannot try that now. Next example we will see, because for that we need to learn API connections. When we are fetching data from API, communicating with the APIs and handling, then we need a pipe called async. With the service, I will show you when we are dealing with a service, how this async pipe works, right? In the next concept, we will see that. These are all built-in pipes. That means these are all the built-in pipes. That means we need to know how to create the pipes. Okay. Now, once you know all these built-in pipes, you can create your own pipes. So actually, we call it as custom pipe. Custom pipes are nothing but you can build a pipe according to requirements. Because already I told you that generally for every requirement, they don't have a pipe. I already showed you. Uppercase is there, lowercase is there. So title case is there, but sentence case not there. Sentence case means in a sentence, first letter must be caps. For example, I need actions like filtering, sorting, but for filtering, sorting, they don't have a pipe. I can create such pipes, right? That means you can create your own pipe. But to create pipe, you need to know some rules. What are the rules? First one. So pipe is a class. That is the first basic thing. And pipe class implements pipe transform base. It implements pipe transform base. That means you need to create a class. That class should implement pipe transform. And another important, actually pipe uses a directive at the net pipe. It uses a directive at the net pipe. Already you know component is also a class, and component behavior for that class comes from component directive. Already we learned now. We learned how to create a component manually. When we created a component manually, we have to use a component marker for marking the class as a component. Same pipe also requires a marker. So another point is pipe. Pipe comprises of a method called transform. Transform method, which is used to transform and return the data. It is used to transform and return the data. And as I already told you, pipe can be parameterless, or it can be parameterized. It can be parameterless or parameterized. We can have parameterized pipes with parameters, without parameters. Let's see one example first. How to create a pipe. There are two techniques. You can use CLI command. What you can do is ng generate pipe and pipe name sentence case something. So automatically, so skip this. Automatically, it will add a pipe for you. So just like component, a pipe also can be generated automatically, but we will manually add. Automatically also you can generate. We will manually add a pipe. So what I am doing, let's go into project. In this project, in the app folder, let's put a separate folder by name pipes. I am creating a separate folder for pipes. In that we will add a new file. So that is sentence.pipe.ts. You can give any name. Its extension must be ts. But for components tradition, we give component as suffix. Give pipe. Now how it becomes a pipe? First, we have to create export class sentence pipe. I am giving sentence pipe. That is the class name. And this class is not a pipe now. To configure as a pipe, we have to import pipe transform from Angular core. Pipe transform from which location? From @Angular /core library. We have to import transform, pipe transform, and one more we need pipe. We need a pipe and pipe transform. Now this class needs to implements which one? Pipe transform, that is a contract. According to that, we have to have a method called transform. See, the transform method is already having values and all. They are all not required. Just we will use, it will take your string and it will return in a format. So I will pass the string str, what type? String type parameter. So that means it will take your sentence. Okay, na? Sentence. It is what type? String. Now this must be marked with @pipe. It should be marked with pipe. Usually pipe have a name. What is the name of the pipe? Name of the pipe is sentence. That means class name is sentence pipe, but name is sentence. All pipes are same. You have uppercase pipe, that is the class name, but its access name is uppercase. All pipes are the same, but some pipes names are different. I told you, decimal pipe is class, but its name is number, right? The name can be anything. Now, What this transform have to do? It should return this sentence in sentence case. How to convert any string into sentence case? In JavaScript, is there any method for that? In JavaScript, there is no method for sentence case. Then how? You have to use all string functions. That means sentence case means what? First letter in the sentence will be caps. All others are lowercase. So I am taking a variable first character. How to get the first character in sentence? Sentence dot char at 0. It will get the first character. This is a JavaScript string function. It will get the first character. How to get rest characters? After 0, all characters I need to get. Then we will use sentence dot substring. It is from 1. From 1, it will read up to end. You know, this is also a string function, JavaScript string functions. Now we need a sentence. So we need a sentence. What this sentence have to do? This sentence have to return. So this first character to uppercase and plus rest characters to lowercase. That is what it have to do. And return that sentence. That's it. That means what transform method have to do? It takes your value. After taking your value, it will convert the first character to uppercase, rest of characters to lowercase. And it will return that result. That's how we do. Now see, you created a pipe is ready. But this pipe is manually added. You know, if manually any pipe or component is added, you have to register. Where in app module, pipes and components are registered in this declarations only. In declarations, we will here add the pipe. What is the pipe? Sentence pipe that is imported here. Now your pipe is ready to use. What you have to do? Go to here. Here I will keep a title. I am adding public title. Title is a string. See, title I am typing here. So like this. Welcome to. So here we said Angular. Like this. It is a random toggled letters. I am displaying this here. At the top, I will display here. In a heading, I am adding, what is it? Title. And you can see the title is going to display in the same way how it is actually. Now what we will do is, to this we will apply sentence case pipe. So now we need to just apply pipe. And you see sentence, that pipe is available. This is not there earlier. This is our own created pipe, custom pipe. Now it is available and you can see now it is fine. It is changing the sentence into sentence case. That means first letter is caps. Right? We have uppercase, lowercase, title case. They are readily built. How they are built? Like this only. Every pipe is built like this. You can build your own pipes and you can use for various situations. Now your pipe is not having any parameters. We can create pipes with parameters. That means colon and parameter. We will create another pipe for sorting and we will see how the parameters are used for the pipe. That we will see tomorrow. Right? Tomorrow, that one example, we will finish pipes. Then we will go into concept of services. How do we work with services in Angular? Tomorrow we will continue with it. Okay, right.